Hello everyone and welcome to our seventh video of this week with me, Milko Kukov. In this video today, we will do a quick summary of the whole week and the whole videos that I did. So this way we will know how to improve our health. I'll give you just a brief summary. I'm not going to go again into each topic very deeply, but I will make sure that I cover everything that you need in order for you to be healthy and to sustain your health in the long term. As always, you can put any questions in the comments, and you can also you can put in the comments from where you're watching and where you're from. And if you enjoy these videos too, you can send me you can put thumbs up or whatever you want to, whatever way you want to tell me that you enjoy it, so I know that you're really watching and you enjoy this video. So let's go to a quick summary of the whole week. First, the most important thing is to know that health affects every single area of our life, and it doesn't matter if it's relationship, it doesn't matter if it's business, it doesn't matter if it's personal development, it doesn't matter if it's whatever else it can be. Health always affects us in positive and negative way. If we are healthy, it's very likely that everything else will run better, and if we are not healthy, then it's very likely that all the other areas of our life will deteriorate. Second thing is to remember also that not taking care of your health, it doesn't affect only you, but it's very selfish and it affects all the other people around you. Because not only that if you get sick, you can't take care of them and you can't help them, but then also many times when you're sick, and then they need to take care of you, and that makes it harder for both people, and in both it can be for your whole family, and can be for your partner, can be even for yourself to take care of yourself. So it's very selfish not to take care of your health. If you take care of your health, it's actually it's selfless, because this way you are able to do more for others than only for us, and for yourself, of course. The next thing, we're going to the nutrition, which was the second day. It's nutrition, it's extremely important also. In my opinion, is one of the main things that you need to focus on, and the first thing that makes the biggest effect if you make some changes in it. So nutrition, you need to focus on it. So quickly I'll go through what does nutrition do and how to improve it. So first thing that I mentioned is alkalinity, that it affects our alkalinity and acidity balance. And I mentioned that our body also balances it and makes it it balances it naturally, but it takes vital nutrients in order for it to do it. So and the main one is calcium, and this is why high acidity is directly correlated with osteoporosis and other bone diseases. The other thing that our nutrition affects is inflammation, and I talked a lot about inflammation because inflammation causes diseases and injuries when you have injuries, and the inflammation is pretty much the way of our body to tell us that there is something wrong. So our body cures it, and with our nutrition we help it the body to reduce it, and it also we help it not to create more. Another thing that our nutrition is give us our vital nutrients in order for us to be healthy and to have better life and more energy and so on. So how to have good nutrition? First thing is water. Drink more water, as much water as you can. More, of course, we're not talking about 20 liters per day, but usually the best amount is 50 milliliters per kilogram per day, which means if you're 50-60 kilos, you need to drink 3 liters. If you're 80 kilos, you need to drink 4 liters, and so on. You can make the math yourself. Another thing is to eat live foods, which means not live animals, to eat them, and but to eat something that they have, some food that have life in them, like all the fruits and vegetables, and mainly the plants are most of the plants, like plants are usually like live food, which gives you life energy. And it, of course, if you have life energy, more life energy in you, then it's more likely to be more alive. Then another, in order for you to eat live foods, you need to avoid heavy processed food, because very often they lack all the nutrients that you need. So then it's very likely that you don't get the nutrients, and you can get some negative effects because you eat dead foods that are very heavily processed. Of course, animal products, most of it is also dead food, so try to reduce it at least 50%. If you reduce the animal products that you consume by 50% only, then you'll see a significant change in your health. So, and of course, swap them with something healthier, not just some other junk food. Another thing is very important also in the nutrition is to keep it simple. Don't try to make some crazy complicated combinations. You don't need some specific food like the seeds from the remote island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and that they grow it only there. No, you need some beans, legumes, vegetables, as much greens as possible, and nuts and seeds also help you. Don't go extraordinary. Don't do crazy stuff. Don't do some crazy mixtures and stuff. You can try them, but you don't really need them in order for you to be healthy. So then we're going to the next section or part. That was our third video, I think, was to be active and activity, and how to take the most out of our activity. So the most important there is to remember that you need to be active every single day. You need to be active every single day as much as you can. And of course, don't try to overdo it. Be smart, but be active. The more you move, the better for your health, the better for your mood, the better for your energy, and so on. So be active every single day. And don't forget that activity is life. Being active means that you're alive. And of course, the most important thing there by being active is when you're doing some heavier activity and more intense, then it's good to warm up before the activity. And also it's great to stretch, because the stretching is also directly related to its longevity. So by being active and stretch more, you'll be more likely to live more, and warm up stretch will help you to avoid injury, which will help you to be active more. So another thing is mix the workouts, and make sure you alternate and mix the workouts. Don't just do stretching, or don't just do weights, or don't just do endurance and stuff. Just try to mix them. The more you mix them, the better for your body. And of course, another thing is to listen to your body, because many times we think, oh, I'll do a bit of heavy workout and so on and so forth, and then even if we don't, we are tired and we feel it that it's not good for us at this moment, and we need to stop. Then we overdo it, then we get injured, and one injury is very likely to take you out for a long time. It can be a few weeks, can be a few months, or sometimes even years, and for life. So make sure you listen to your body, and this is why when you mix and alternate the workouts, it's very likely that you will be able to work out more and less possibility of injury. So then we're going to the next step, which was recovery, which includes the best way to recover is to be active, of course, active recovery, and to have great nutrition, which I mentioned earlier. But also one thing that is very important is to have good quality sleep. I mentioned there in the video that quality is much more important than quantity. Of course, you need the specific quantity, but then you can have lots of quantity. If the quality is poor, then very likely you won't be able to recover properly. So sleep is extremely important. You can go back to the video. I gave some advices how to get better sleep and how to improve your sleep, the quality of your sleep, not only the quantity. And another thing is also make sure you're active. You get active rest. It doesn't recovery and rest doesn't mean just laying all day and not moving at all and not doing absolutely anything. Recovery means that you just give rest to your body from whatever you've done before. But the more active you are, if you do light activities in the day, for me personally, as for example, I work out 5 or 6 days per week, but my first 3 days of the week are hard workout, heavy weights, and so on. Then the next 2-3 days are more light, and then Saturday, Sunday, or it depends. Sometimes I don't work out on Saturday, and Sunday I almost never work out, but I make sure that I'm active. I go in the mountain, I walk somewhere, I go skiing, I will go hiking, I want surfing if I am somewhere where I can surf, and so on. So be active, not make sure you have rest from the heavy days, but also to be active rest. And the next point that was, I think, 4th to 5th day. I'm confused anymore now. So the next thing is spend time in nature. And spending time in nature is the best. Is one of the best way to recover, as I mentioned earlier. Spending time in nature, being active in nature. Go expose yourself to sun, expose yourself to cold and so on, and to hot and whatever it is. Just go out, spend some time in nature. And nature doesn't mean that you have one plant in your room and you just watch it, or you watch TV, you watch videos of someone spending time in nature. Is you actually being there and spending time and doing something in the nature. So that's one of the most important thing, because nature releases stress and helps recovery, helps our health, and so on and so forth. It's a lot. Nature is such a powerful tool, and it's most of the time it's right next to us, and we just don't use it. We have it within our reach, and we don't use it very often. Then we're going to the next time, which was, I think yesterday, was to set your mind for success, which is extremely important. In order for you to have the proper mindset, you need to, in order for you to have proper health and good health, you need your mindset to be on the right place, because without the proper mindset, you won't be able to do all the other things. And even if you follow them, it's very likely that you won't put as much in them as you usually do. Cheers. I dried out. So how to set our mind for success? First thing is educate yourself. It's very important. All the time, learn new things. Try to educate yourself. Don't just listen to someone that you don't know what they're doing, or if they know what they're doing, and the first advice you get, and then you start following it. Just make sure you educate yourself. Follow what's logical for you. Don't just listen to some random information, and don't just follow the first article that you read about something that is extremely beneficial or extremely bad for you, and so on. Just make sure you educate yourself so you know what's happening. Otherwise, you're just like a headless, we say headless fly. You just go around and bump around, and you don't have any idea, and you just expect to be lucky to get some right information and to follow the right thing. So make sure you educate yourself and follow your logic. Be open-minded, but then be also cautious, and don't just trust whatever they give you. So it's very important. That's one of the main things for mindset for success. And the other one is be courageous, which means just make sure it doesn't mean that go and jump from a cliff and do skydiving or whatever it is. Courageous means that even though you're afraid and you know that you may not be able to do it, something, whatever it is, then just make sure that you the courage is making sure that being sure in yourself that you figure it out no matter what happens, no matter what you face, you'll be able to figure it out. So that's courage. It doesn't mean that you need to jump from a plane or do some crazy activity. It means that you're ready to do and to face whatever it is in front of you, and you know that you can do it. And of course, something that I was talking every single day in each video is the key to all success is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's the key to all success. If you educate yourself and you're consistent and courageous, that means that you succeed in whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what is it. I guarantee you, if you're courageous, consistent, and educate yourself, you will be successful in absolutely every area in your life. You can learn everything, and everything is possible, but you just need to believe in yourself, and you can just go and do it. And after all, the most important thing is to enjoy everything. Like, make sure you enjoy it, whatever you're doing, make it enjoyable for yourself. And even if it's hard, there is always a way to make it enjoyable. And for me, what I've learned in this life, the main thing that I've learned in this life is that every single situation that you're in, there is always in every single time, there is always something that you can make to improve it and to improve your life and the situation and so on. There is always something. Not always easy to find it. Not always it's not going to always make a huge change, but there's always a way to improve every single situation and to make it better. And even as I mentioned one of the days, even if you have 2 days left, there is always a way to make this 2 days the best than to just let it go and to let the control to someone else. So you have the control, you have the power. Be consistent, educate yourself, be courageous, and enjoy the life, and you'll see the great change happening. As I said in the previous videos, if you want to go into depth with me more into how to improve your health, then you can go, and I'll put the link in the comments, and you can go to my course that I'm still building, but it will be ready in a few weeks. This is why the price is so low at the moment, because I'm still building it, and that's like a founder's price. So in a few weeks it will be ready, and then the price will probably go up. So if you want to go into details and into depth with me more, then check out my course. I'll put it in the comments, and then you can learn much more and you improve your health as much as you can. So as I mentioned again, the most important is be consistent, educate yourself, be courageous, and enjoy it, and you'll have the best life you can, and you will enjoy it, and you will have everything that you want, and it will be great. So that's all for me. Thank you for listening and watching me, and I will see you again in some future live videos. Make sure you check the course that I will put in the comments in a bit, and enjoy your life. See you.